Theo, and today we gonna be playing the Oakland Raiders. Mr. Lo, bitch ass up, Lucci. Hey, Reese, watch your mouth. Thank you. Now, excuse me, I'm gonna pinch my nips. Just play. Okay, I can't say ER, but I can say A. So.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19
Hey!
EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and
Andrew,
the
look at my
Miami
games.
Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established, what you want to get done, and full focus on the season.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Raiders. And I don't think from what we saw down the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10.
Look at Ryan Tannehill. Got me fingering my pussy.
Tell us it's not about the numbers, it's about the win.
That ball
it's about
headed
the numbers too. Almost 400 yards passing by him last week. What can he do in this one?
Well, earned him AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Maybe he'll try to get 400 plus here and duplicate that honor again. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And incomplete to open.
Damn.
And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Did they blitz me?
A look there at how the Raiders will start defensively. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
Yeah, I know.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The numbers for Jones last week, he was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be
I was
in the
violating
middle of
him earlier.
everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll wind up getting this
What? Niggas gay!
inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Goes underneath for Henry.
Getting for it, Mexican hands.
8-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Forced out to his left. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as
Andrew,
he's
you know what's
tackled
gonna be crazy?
at the
You're gonna be
one.
able to play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets
Andrew,
up
you know
the
what's
1st
crazy?
and goal.
Now that's disappointing for the defense.
Andrew, you know what's crazy?
Advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5.
And he will
Andrew, you know what's crazy? You're gonna be able to play as Jalen Warren next year, next Madden.
Tannehill taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team.
He's gonna be
and how much
ass.
easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are
Every
sharp,
every
guys are
Madden game,
focused,
I'm gonna get him.
everyone's
Just
feeling
to
good,
let you
and
know.
we're seeing it early in this one.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an
And a
interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio.
He went undrafted,
But first
sadly.
and foremost, they did win the game.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line?
In real life, he's
I
going to
love
be in the
them
Madden.
because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
You know what's crazy? I traded a 3rd string and a backup center for literally one of the best linemen in the league.
They'll run for the first time.
I know I'm the best trader out here.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the
I'm the
29.
Andrew, I'm the most ghettoest trader in Madden.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
You know, Mexicans can be ghetto too.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
You know what? Forget it. You're making me lose brain cells. Shut the fuck up.
Now Carr setting up the screen for Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Losing 2 yards
Ratchet.
that time, and now it's 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. read their keys, saw the screen developing,
I'm making shitty
ran
deals
to it and smothered it. What a third down stop.
I don't know.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And
Whatever.
it'll be Dolphin football. The fourth down run successful.
Oh my
Now
God,
they look
Andrew,
to pay
tell
it
Reese
off
to
on
shut the
first
fuck
down.
up.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And down he goes just beyond the 35. And that pretty move got him some extra space to run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards.
No,
and it's 2nd and 2.
Gucci inside me.
Here's Tannehill. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack.
Hey, fucking
in there
yo.
to get him, and that's sack number 8
Hey,
for
yo.
him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. This is taken at the 15. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he stopped immediately
Cap.
there. Big
Cap.
Sheldon Rankins there.
Yo,
to bring him
Andrew.
down.
Doubling this guy
Andrew,
has
the
to be a
Browns
priority
are
before moving up to the
0-6.
next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And give him 5 yards there, and it's
Ow.
enough for the first.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah,
I
you
didn't
took
say
the words
anything. What
right
the
out of my
fuck?
mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Stop running the
Give him
fucking
12
ball.
yards that time at an Oakland
Fine, run the
first
ball.
down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that's a loss of 7
Sir.
on the first down play.
I love defense.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And that one
Press
got
whoa,
tipped.
whoa.
Gotta throw everything
Ah,
off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On third and long, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Oh, Andrew, are you playing your game?
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they've got it here with a first down. Tannehill appears to be as good as new here in 2018 as he brings the Dolphins up on first down. A give to Henry. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Now Tannehill fighting through pressure. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
I don't care how many times
I don't even know how I got that out without being sacked.
Quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trade in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Stop cursing so much. I get your mom is not home.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver left. Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more.
Why does everyone double cover Julio?
To create some space.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes.
I don't even throw to him that much anymore because they always double cover him.
The field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
I don't even know which play I chose.
Here's a give to Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy. It came underneath on the drag. He did it very well.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Chris Jones on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Green able to dance free.
Oh, shit, there's a flag.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
What the fuck?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Why are they running Tampa 2 all the time? It's kind of annoying.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
Oh, never mind.
And they're going to get it.
Man, I should have just made Julio run it deep.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a
Shut up,
yard.
Andrew.
It'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments would the offense make to try to defeat you?
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about
Who the
preaching
fuck is
patience to a
Caesar
runner when
Jones?
things are a little bumpy in the early going.
Oh.
But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they'll search for that patience here now. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
That you gotta be really good at trading.
To throw is Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And a pretty little juke move there.
Nobody was open, Lucci. I'm not trying to throw an interception.
So the two teams will head to the lock. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Oh, I forgot to call a timeout.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they've peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And
nah, bro.
He's immediately
He just lived far away, honestly.
Mario Edwards
It was like a 30-minute drive, basically.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with
yeah,
it. Look,
because I went to a pool party that day, right? We started talking, we like each other. Then I realized that if I want to hang out with her a lot, I got to drive 30 minutes everywhere.
But stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
And he's going to be wrapped up and and driven down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
Because I thought I could.
These kickers now,
I thought I
it's
could.
like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They're more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
I've been in too many relationships.
It was a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Fucker opinion.
His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Who got that?
Get down.
Oh, good job.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And Cook has it left side.
Who has the most, though?
They nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
You're talking to
for any
him.
offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available.
Yeah, because I have 2
and put the
this
ball
year.
on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Wait, you mean like
and he's going to be met
like
at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No, because Andrew,
Continues to struggle to find
I'm talking about this year. Like, I've ran, like,
put
where they
that
kick the
aside
ball to you and then
and just
you
try
run
and
it.
ram
Yeah.
his way forward and get what he can.
Yeah.
Again, it's Miller. And he's across
This year?
midfield and into Miami territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, yeah.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked
That's because Andrew
really
pulls no
sharp.
bitches.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Cool
And now you're in my way.
Escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of
Where
these
you think
guys
you're
are
going,
just so
baby?
comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
That ball's caught. Aguilar, right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Dude, my backup linebacker for my
Fielding
main
in the
linebacker
end
is actually
zone.
doing really good.
And no
He got like
run
3
back
sacks.
here. This will be a
I'm like, damn.
touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field.
So if I have a backup,
These
I
guys
won't
had
be
to
that
punt their
scared.
last
Now, if that
possession,
backup
and that's
gets hurt,
become
then I
too
will be
familiar
scared.
of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful
Oakland can't
arm
handle
is
the
the number
pressure.
one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking left side, and he's got a man.
I thought I had
That's
that.
Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Carr.
Oh, he could have
He tried
intercepted
to leave it
that.
underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's Carr to throw. And incomplete here on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snap.
They've got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now a handoff to Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment?
That was the first time in a while.
Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And complete right side to Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And give them a gain of 37.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw, it's Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Carr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing These color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Oh, my God. That was
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
Yeah, I'll
They were
replay it.
still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they open the lead up now to 25.
I might give my backup QB a chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyler Fackrell.
This linebacker has how many interceptions this season? Like 5?
The 33-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Trent Murphy in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play caller, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. try it again on second down. Caught. It's Ellington. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And it pops free.
God,
the collision
had
there
that
jarred
covered.
the ball loose and
Beautiful.
brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very
Go to sleep after
cohesive,
this.
knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better deep. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Mark Ingram. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Raiders get a score closer. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Off play action, Tannehill. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Damn, that was scary.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose.
The fuck?
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Again, it's Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From midfield, here's Carr. Looking right sideline, again, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It goes underneath to Ingram. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And Ellington has it, middle of the field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Carr to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's up and good.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker.
No, one. Let's go.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Miami, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week.
Gracias. Do you know what my little charger is? The one I gave you?